Hi guys, it's April Lee. It's been a while. I have made a few short videos, some longer than others, but just kind of updating and documenting, tracking everything that's going on with me. If you follow me anywhere besides, I can't even think, oh my gosh, I can't even think, I'm tired. YouTube, if you follow me anywhere besides YouTube, you will see that I'm just kind of doing a little bit of everything. I kind of wanted to just hop on here and talk to, like, I guess anyone who wants to listen, but my regular people on here. You know, life with these things, these chronic illnesses, especially like long COVID, fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue syndrome, ME, whatever you want to call that, because there's so many extremes of that one. I have all of that. On top of getting long COVID, created a condition called mast cell activation, which I know not everyone can get rid of that, but I'm convinced that if I can heal from long COVID, then obviously I will heal from mast cell. If you follow me on here, you know I do all the right things as far as what has been known to do. All the right eating, all the right supplements, all the right rest and sleep and recovery time, and you know, everything in the world that I could do. And so, you know, it doesn't mean everything's perfect, but I'm trying really hard to restructure my life so that I can be one of those people that are on the internet sharing their recovery story. And, you know, at first when, because I'm going to be not working much longer, I don't know when, everyone, you know, like the people taking over my care, you know, like my doctor and my therapist and all of that, they know that I need to stop working and like put my health first and all that. But I've been doing everything I can for the past 5 years, not solid 5 years. It's been more like ever since I got long COVID or whatever, 3 years ago, that I have been just trying to, like, you know, try to somehow improve and get better, but also like work and everything. And it's like not working. Unfortunately, I've even cut down to, like, some weeks I'll work like 5 hours, 5 to 9 hours. Like, I do all right, but as soon as I, you know, use the baseline method of healing, if anyone knows what that is, you'll see online if you Google chronic fatigue syndrome recovery. Everybody is talking about all types of things like brain rewiring and all this kind of stuff. It doesn't work for everyone. I don't need that, but I've done everything except put my health first, where I basically just stop working and listen to my baseline, live within the limit of my baseline, which mine is 4 solid hours. I'm sitting down right now, starting to get flushing, like just really exhausted, and like all the battery cell, all the energy, all the steam has left. I'm tired, and I started out, I got up at 6:30, got my kids to school, did some, you know, things around the house, nothing much, just, you know, basics of life, knowing that, okay, I have 4 hours to utilize. And so I walked my dogs. I did do things like I pushed through instead of just resting, because I just decided to do that. That is my choice. But I did make a couple of really short videos, just kind of updating some content. And if you look at those, you'll see that I was energized and looking much fresher than I do right this minute. But it's crazy how I go from like 60 to 0. Instead of like 0 to 60, I go from 60 to 0. And so I can feel it, like my body is just tired. And so every day, because I get up the same time every day, usually 11:30, like around 10:30, I'm like, oh, you know, I've made it. And then suddenly 11:30, I'm like, all right, it's time to stop. So my baseline, what I'm realizing, that I've tried to finally get to this place and assess it, is 4 hours of utilizing energy, not going 100 miles an hour, but just utilizing 4 hours of time. And if I push past the 4 hours, I'm at hour 5 now, and I'm just like really like I could lay down and go to bed. What I have been doing is laying down for anywhere from 2 to 3 hours when I can, when this happens. And that gives me the energy to then power through the rest of responsibilities. And I try to pace and take it slow. I've got kids, you know, they need to be places, and people, we have to eat. And I have dogs to let out in the backyard, so I can't just lay in bed. So what's helped me not completely crash and be like a wreck is taking a 3-hour break, which sounds like I'm so lazy and how stupid is that, and I'm crazy and I look fine, but no. If I don't do that, I run fevers, I get rashes, I am just declining. I get a migraine, I feel like total crap, and I am just not doing well. And usually by like 8 o'clock even, I can't even, like, I'm just dragging and pushing and forcing myself to do anything, and it's very difficult. But if I take that break, I look at my couch as the battery charger, and I'm recharging for the rest of the day, and thank God I can do that. So I seem to do okay like that, right? So my goal, I'm a mom, and so my kids are going to be done with school the end of May. Let's say I wasn't working at all. I could do my baseline. I could sleep in. I could do my baseline. Then I could like use my spoon theory and strategize some things, kind of assess what's going on. And then if I know that, you know, I need to make dinner, okay, I'm going to take this break, and then maybe I'll use the crock pot or do X, Y, Z, but utilize the 4 hours to, you know, to like obviously important things. Spend some time with my kids, you know, maybe an hour for like things that just have to be done that day, some time for me, then rest, then the next few hours, utilize those, rest, sleep, start over, instead of crash and burn and suffer. So that would be the goal. The thing is that I do work during the summer. I go in on the weekends. So what happens is, see, I think I can get better, because if I utilize this way of living and I didn't go to work on the weekend, I could continue, and then I think I would actually see progress for me personally. This is just my situation. So that is why when I watch these people that say they have chronic fatigue syndrome recovery and long COVID recovery, all different methods, but what the key element, forget the supplements, the diet, all that, the key element, the two things, limiting stress in any way you can, physically, mentally, and all that. But what helped them the most was actually finding their baseline, living at their limit of what their body can do. Obviously, most people can go a full day, so they're not going post-exertional malaise, they're not going past that. For us, I mean, some people might have 30 minutes a day. By the grace of God, somehow I've gotten to 3 to 4 hours. I think average 4. I mean, my goal, I mean, goodness, even if I did 4 hours and then eventually maybe 6, maybe 7, 8, who knows? And then I can consistently feel better. Because once I hit PEM, or PEM, whatever, post-exertional malaise, which I'm at right now, I get so lethargic, I start getting brain fog, and I start getting symptoms. I start running a fever, I start getting redness, and then blotchiness, and then if I keep going, I get shortness of breath, and then I get dizzy and lightheaded, and if I keep pushing, then I get more pain, then it turns in sometimes to vertigo, heart palpitations, and stuff like that. It is insane, because my body is just not capable of more than that baseline threshold. So if I continue on, I'm putting my body under stress. It would be like going outside and, not outside, let's say you normally lift 100 pounds and that's your baseline. And now you go to the gym and you try to lift 500 pounds. You're going to feel the pressure of that weight. You're going to feel like you're going to sweat. You're going to feel like you can't do it. You're going to be putting too much upon yourself. And so that is how I can describe this post-exertional malaise. And the whole goal, apparently, from what they're saying, is to stay away from PEM, stay away from post-exertional malaise, and to stay at your baseline as long as you can and work your way up. And I believe that is the key to me at least feeling better consistently and having less symptoms. That would be great. I'm making arrangements to be able to do this. I know not everyone can do it. I am a mom, I am a wife, and I do have to bring in income. So I am working on some things to get out of this situation of putting my health like way on the back burner. I want to get myself together so that I could be not only feeling good for myself, but also better for everyone else around me. So yeah, if you are dealing with chronic fatigue syndrome and you are, you know, in this situation where you feel like you're in a rut and there's no way out of it, trust me, I have felt that way. And I realize through therapy and through my doctors that the reason that I'm not improving, not to say I can be fully healed and everybody can be fully healed. I'm not saying that, because I also tell my family, like, I don't want them to hold me accountable of like suddenly just doing everything right and I'm just going to be perfectly well. That doesn't mean that, but that's a goal, and I'm very hopeful. So I really pray like a year from, you know, putting my health first and like working on my health, that I could say I've recovered and I am healed and I'm doing good, you know. But if you're in this place, I highly recommend that you evaluate your life, get someone that, like my therapist, I went to her because I needed someone to see from the outside looking in, because I couldn't see that, oh, I should probably stop working sooner than I'm thinking, or completely stop working and not just work a little here and there. And I need to, you know, use a spoon theory and put my health first and avoid post-exertional malaise. Like you're so in it sometimes and you just feel so bad, and all you want to do is like, you know, be successful and accomplish things, but also like not suffer, and you want to feel better, and you don't want to only be in bed and or only do things. You want to find a balance. And sometimes when you're burnt out, you don't know what to do. So you just recover and then you crash again and you're not thinking. And it's really good to get an outsider looking in to really help you like sort the pieces mentally. So that has been great for me. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. I have other videos. I'm going to share them in order. I think I'm going to post this because before I do the others where you can see the progression of how things go, because I just want to encourage you that if you're in a place like me, that there is hope for so many things. I mean, if you're working part-time and you feel like you can't stop working, you know, there's ways. There's short-term disability. If you have an employer, there is disability to sign up for to help you out. I mean, I've paid so much money into disability from all these years of working, and I can't work full-time. I can barely do what I'm doing, and I'm barely working. When I this weekend, I did hit a decent amount of hours, and I'm feeling it big time, and it will continue to affect me throughout the week. But you know, don't feel bad about reaching out for what you need. It's not welfare. You paid into it, and if you need it to try to improve or get by or to feed your family, you got to do what you got to do. And so definitely look for every resource there is, get creative. I eventually will work from home and bring in income, but I can't have that pressure on myself right now of the finances being like the #1 goal in life, because I'm gonna end up at square one if I don't do something about this. If, like, let's just say I get up now, because I'm not gonna do this, I'm gonna go lay down and rest because it helps me. If I just got up and keep pushing through, I end up getting vertigo, nausea, vomiting, migraine, heart palpitations, fevers. I get really weak and sick. I have like issues with breathing for a long while, and then I can't function. Then when I go to work, I'm on Zofran, I'm on like pain medication, and I'm having like anxiety because I feel like I'm gonna either throw up or pass out at work, and I can't even function. So for me, you know, taking a 3-hour break, whether it sounds lazy or whatever it sounds like to someone else, or I feel like I'm useless, I can't look at it that way. It's what I need so that I can get up and be a mom and be a wife, take care of my home, take a shower, do what I gotta do, work the minimal hours I work, even though it's like, you know, having me go backwards in my health, but it's what has to be done right now. And so there's going to be times where you're just going to have to do what you got to do to get by. But my goal in life is not to just get by. I want to thrive in my body and be healthy in every way. And the only way to do that is to, unfortunately, listen to my body. And my body says it can't work right now. It can't do it because, yes, I could work probably a very tiny minimal amount of hours, like maybe 2 hours a day or something, doing something very simple. If I could come home and then sleep all day without getting worse, right? But I can't do that. I'm a mom. My family needs me. I can't be in bed all day long. I mean, and I don't want to go backwards. So I'm working, I'm praying and working on a plan to take care of myself. I am going to put my health as far as priority in my life. It's going to have to be right up there with everything else that's very important in my life, and the must-haves, the must-dos, and it's a necessity because I can't afford to get any worse. And so I want you to, you know, don't take this as medical advice, but take care of yourself. You know, you're not just a mom, you're not just a wife, you're not just whatever you are a human being that needs care. You are someone that has limitations on what you can and cannot do. Some people can go 20 hours a day and they're fine. Some people can go 3 hours a day and they're fine. You have to listen to your body because I guarantee you, if I wasn't Mrs. Push Past Everything, I probably would have never ended up like this. And I say this with like an attitude because I'm like, why did I think that cleaning everything and doing everything and like being stronger and like handling everything better than everyone else made me something special? It didn't do anything. It didn't matter to anyone. And honestly, what was I proving? Nothing, except forcing my body to go beyond what it's capable of, and that is not good. So if I get anything across from this video is that take care of you so that you can take care of others. If you take care, like, even if you don't have anyone to take care of, just take care of you. But I'm saying if you want to be a good caretaker of your family, you're gonna have to take care of yourself, right? So anyway, that's my rant for today. That's where I'm at. You're gonna see a few other videos in a particular order of progression of how I was doing the past couple of weeks. I've been insanely busy. I have had zero energy and effort to put into anything outside of just trying to stay at my baseline and below, away from post-exertional malaise. And I just decided this because I've been suffering so poorly by going beyond what I can do. And so I encourage you to do whatever you can to arrange your life to take care of you, because you need to be feeling the very best you can. If, you know, we all have our levels. Some people, all they can do is brush their teeth or open their eyes and shut them. Some people can work part-time. Some people can whatever, do one load of laundry a month. Some people can do one load of laundry a day. Everybody's got their place, right? But just take care of yourself, please. And know that my channel is to support you. It's to share information. It's not to bring judgment or like, you know, I know everything, because I don't. I just know what I know for me. And I pray that you take some good, you know, things from my videos and you feel encouraged and inspired and supported. And that, you know, you're not alone, because I mean, nobody can tell unless you tell them. So I'm sharing with you guys because you guys understand what I'm going through. I understand what you're going through, and we can support each other. So God bless you all. Bye.